I want to tell you something personal for a minute. I fell for my best friend. Not a crush that came and went, something that quietly grew over years. We were close in a way that made me feel seen. She looked out for me. We walked together. We laughed. She made me feel like I mattered. And somewhere along the way, I started to want more than friendship. She had been through a lot. Health issues, mental health struggles, and I saw her through that. I wanted to be the person who made things easier. I wanted to be the one who fixed it, who made her smile. So I put her first. I made her a priority above myself. I would be there when she needed someone. I would give time, energy, anything she needed. That felt good at first. It felt meaningful, but slowly I noticed something else growing alongside that care. This hope that maybe one day she'd feel the same. I told myself stories at 2 a.m. I imagined scenarios where she suddenly looked at me differently, where everything shifted, and we became more than friends. Eventually, I told her, not in a dramatic way, but honest. After years of being close, I said it out loud. I have feelings for you. I needed her to hear me, but I also knew, deep in my gut, that I probably wasn't the man for her. I knew she deserved more than I could give at that time. I knew she shouldn't have to settle. So I said something else too. I told her I needed to leave the friendship. I asked her not to respond. I said it because I needed to protect my heart. And then I walked away. We stopped speaking. We fell silent. That silence hit harder than I expected. We used to be so close. Constant messages, walks, the small daily things that make a friendship feel like home. Then one day, those small things were gone. I wanted to call her every day. I thought about her from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep. The ache was constant. It took a heavy toll. I felt heartbroken, lost, and stupid sometimes for letting myself hope. But there was another part of me that understood why I had to leave. I knew if I stayed in the same pattern, if I kept putting her first in the way I was, I'd just be setting myself up to be hurt again. I told myself I wouldn't repeat the same mistakes, so I stepped back. We still see each other, sometimes through mutual friends. We say hello at gatherings. I avoid eye contact sometimes because I'm scared of what it brings up. But I'm honest with myself. Leaving was painful, but necessary. Right now, I'm in a much better place than I was 8 months ago. I go to the gym. I sleep better. I look after my body. I'm healthier physically and mentally. I still think about her from time to time. Not because I want to get back together, but because I miss the friendship we once had. That loss is real, and missing someone doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. It just means you loved something that mattered. Here's a tricky thing that's been honest for me. When I talk to new people, when someone flirts or shows interest, I catch myself comparing. I measure them against the memory of that friendship, against the laugh, the way she listened, the small things that felt intimate. It's automatic. It's unfair to the new person, and it's also unfair to myself. I know I'm in a better place now than I was then, but my heart remembers differently. If you're watching this because you've been there, because you loved someone who didn't love you back, or because you had to walk away from something that used to be beautiful, here are a few things that helped me and might help you. These are simple, practical steps, not cliches. They're small ways to heal that add up over time. First, name the truth. Tell yourself what actually happened, not the fantasy version, what really happened. When I started being honest with myself about why I walked away, about what I was protecting, it made the decision feel less like a loss and more like a choice. Choice gives you power. Second, grieve. You're allowed to miss the person and mourn the friendship. Grief isn't only for funerals, it's for endings. Put that feeling somewhere. Journal about it. Tell a friend. Or say it out loud in the shower. Let it be real. It does not weaken you. It frees you. Third, build tiny routines that remind you exist outside of that story. For me, it was the gym. A place that made me feel stronger in my body and clearer in my head. Maybe it's running, cooking a simple dinner, or reading before bed. The point is to create anchors that aren't linked to whoever you lost. They rebuild your sense of self. Fourth, when you catch yourself comparing, pause. Say, this is a memory, this is not the whole story. Try it. When a text or a date triggers comparison, breathe and name it. Let the memory be a memory, not a ruler for the present. Fifth, don't let sadness turn into hatred. It's easy to want to protect yourself by building walls of anger, but anger keeps you small. Try to wish them well. This doesn't mean you go back. It means you let love mature into something quieter, respect, or gratitude for what once was. I wish her the best. That's been strangely freeing. If you want, try this small practice with me now. Close your eyes. Picture one warm memory you had with your friend. The walk, the laugh, anything soft. Hold it for 3 breaths. Now say silently, thank you for this. I hold it and I let you go. Repeat that a few times. You don't erase the past. You honor it and make space for what's coming next. Here's the most important thing I want you to hear. It gets better. Not overnight. Not always on a neat timeline, but it does get better. The ache softens. The comparisons quiet. You begin to meet people without measuring them against a ghost. You start to show up for yourself in ways you didn't before. I can say that now because I am living it. If you're in the middle of this right now, if your heart is sore, be gentle with yourself. Choose small things that heal you. Protect your heart when you need to, but do not hide from life. Let time do its work and choose kindness over bitterness. You are not alone, and you will heal.